Hey everybody, it's Andy from Forest City Coins. I'm back with another video. This is done in my shop. I don't know at the time when we upload it to YouTube whether we're going to be if we're going to be actually showing this video or if we're just going to show stills of the book. But anyway, this is with my iPhone SE in my shop and not in the sound studio as you've been kind of used to over the last little while. Okay, first let me get into my information one more time as I usually do in the beginning. You can reach me at forestcitycoins@gmail.com. You can find my books on ebay.com/forestcitycoins. You can go to my website, www.forestcitycoins.com. If you are ever on the CGC boards, I am known as Third Greenham, and you could find me there. Okay, first book up is Lucy #1. This book is pretty cool. It's good girl art. It looks like it's from 1953. CGC gave this a 4.0 with off-white to white pages. It has Lily Renee art inside, which is really fantastic. If you're not familiar with Lily Renee's art, you've got to look it up on the internet and then try and search after some of her work. Really fantastic stuff. So that's a pretty cool book from 1953, St. John Publications. Next book up, Brenda Starr. Brenda Starr's a really desirable title. There's a couple of classic covers in this series. This is volume 2, number 10. This is a Canadian edition. You can see on the label it says Superior Comics 1949, so it's a Canadian edition, and you just look for the Superior Comics logo right there. This is a CGC 6.5, so it got a really nice grade for this really great book. If you're after any of these timelies, and this is what this would be. Actually, let me just double check on that. Might not be a timely, actually. My mind is going blank as to what Brenda Starr's publisher usually is. But anyway, if you collect this kind of book, this is one of those ones that doesn't appear very often, and when you see it, you should probably jump at it. Bruce Gentry #1 is the next book up, and it's a 3.5. This is a nice headlight cover, and yeah, good girl art. You can see that it doesn't give us an indication of who drew that cover, but it is a sought-after cover. Bruce Gentry #1 only had a #1. There was no #2, 3, or so on. This is publicated by 4-Star Comics. CGC gave it a 3.5, off-white pages. Came out in 1948. Great book. Just sold a copy on eBay. This is Wilbur Comics #8. Now, Wilbur Comics #8, CGC 3.0. I may have had this one before and put it in the previous video, but it's such a great book, I gotta show it again. The notes say 3 center wraps detached, so that's no good. That brought down the grade. Although actually, when I look at it, it kind of looks like a 3.0 anyway. So they must have felt it was a little bit nicer, and with the 3 center wraps detached, that knocks it down even more. It's got Al Fagaley cover with Bill Vigoda art inside, as well as Bill Wagen art inside. But anyway, this book is popular mostly for the cover, and you can see that Linda's sitting there on that desk, and kind of in a provocative, suggestive position. So that's why this book is sought after. Next book up, Wilbur Comics 19, CGC 7.0, off-white to white pages. Again, Al Fagaley cover, Bill Wagen art. Again, MLJ magazines. This is Archie magazines. 1948, and yeah, it's just in really great shape for a 1948 book, and good girl art. Linda looks great. Wilbur's saying called her fickle, and she says, well, how could you call me fickle? But you can just see what she's done on the tree, and that's why. Anyway, cute cover. Next book up, Patsy Walker #7. This is timely. This is a CGC 2.0, and they said brittle pages. So that's unfortunate. I didn't think they were brittle. They certainly weren't falling apart in my hands. But you can see the notes there. Most wraps completely split and detached. So that's almost the whole book, and that's why this got knocked down so hard. You can see, the book itself is actually quite sharp. Kind of appears like a 7.0, and so if all the pages inside are nearly split, completely split and detached, how much does that bring down that book? So this is an interesting little test book to find out how CGC grades something like this. But anyway, Patsy Walker 7. It looks like Patsy's there giving away kisses for $1, and there's this guy that wants to spend $5 with her. So good for her, or good for him. Next book up, Rusty Comics number 21. This is a timely book, 1949, CGC 9.0. So it got a fantastic read. Again, a nice little Marvel comic, timely comic from 1949. Super nice shape. 9.0 is fantastic for this. And I guess you could call it good girl art. It's oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that stamp, that store stamp. Terrific. Dr. Pepper Bottling Company, Seneca, Kansas. That is so cool. And it says compliments. So that's who was giving it out. Anyway, it must have been an advertising piece. So that's really, really neat. Anyway, that is the end of this video. We're going to back out and pan a little bit. That's the end of this video. If you like the books, please comment. If you have any suggestions, please comment. Sorry for the shakiness. I'm holding it with my hand. Maybe next time I'll figure out if I can buy one of those thingies that doesn't show any kind of shakiness like this. Okay, please leave some comments, and hopefully you enjoy the videos and you can subscribe and watch all the other ones. There's a ton of great books that I've already done videos on. Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.